The Chicago Bears have hired their new president and new CEO. We got potential free agents that could come to Chicago. We're going to be talking about Lovey Smith. We're going to be talking about a lot of things here. And this I like to call the Bear Dome, the Bearadome. Chicago Bears 2023 offseason has begun. We got the first overall pick in the draft. And also, what makes it even better, Green Bay is not even in the playoffs, so we can laugh at the Packers like we always have. With that being said, it's time for Mal Gooley to basically give you all his thoughts, his opinions on the Bears. Bear down. Let's get it. Hit that theme song.
Nate Goyard.
Bitch, I'm a ball, bitch, I'm a ball. Don't get no ball, don't get no ball. What's in my cup? What's in my cup? All of that punch, nigga, that punch. Bitch, I'm a ball, ballin' like Kobe. Ho, keep it moving, cause you do not know me. Bitch, I'm a ball, ballin' like Kobe. Ho, keep it moving, cause you do not know me. Bitch, I'm a ball, can't talk in Milwaukee. Someone down sick of me, ain't do no barking. Pass me some greens, you know I'ma spark it. Mama got ass, told her to arch it. Pull up at the spot, hop out and don't park it. Dino say, always keep one in the cartridge. With Joey on purpose, so we going toxic. Came from the swamp to visit the tropics. Check out the scenery. Tell her mama to the backwoods right by the lake. And I had some weed on me. Had to retire my cup, but it still doubled up. So pour out some lean for me. We took an edible, feeling incredible. Fed away into the sheets. Hustle and flow is unique. Easy to see.
What is up, everybody? What is up, Bears Nation? What is up, Chicago Nation? What is up, everybody here in the chat? My name is Mal Gooley. I am your host with the most. I am going to basically break it down because breaking news in the world of the NFL, the Chicago Bears have hired their president and CEO by the name of Kevin Warren. And I am going to tell you right now, I am 100% happy with this move. The Bears basically hired Big Ten's commissioner Kevin Warren as the new president and as the new CEO. As you all know, Ted Phillips was retiring after this season, and as you all know, as all Bears fans know, the Ted Phillips era is over. Thank God, because we all know, we all know, we all damn know why we were ready. So let me say this to Ted Phillips, bruh. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out, like low key. Yeah, Kevin Warren used to be used to be the commissioner. Well, he was the commissioner for the Big Ten Conference, and now now he has been hired as the new Chicago Bears president CEO. And I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a backstory here with this hire from the Chicago Bears. A lot of people don't know about Warren. Kevin Warren is a it, he's more than just obviously he's a, and let me just say this about Kevin Warren as a whole. Like Warren, he's gonna obviously replace Ted, like I just said, and basically let me just read it here too. And also, he's making history. He's making history. He is the first president and CEO hired from outside the Bears organization, and he is the first African American president in team history. It goes to George Cap for making that move. Because first African American, y'all, the first African American and the first person outside. So I got to give George McCaskey credit. He's not using his family. As we all know, I think George McCaskey said it best. He is a fan of the Chicago Bears. So, like, when it comes to the football aspect, he's just a fan. Yes, granted, his mother, his whole family actually owns the team, but they're just fans of the team. And it's pretty cool and awesome that George McCaskey has finally realized, look, look, I own this baby. Basically, don't know what I'm doing, but let me bring somebody in outside that's not my family and bring in somebody that has experience as an executive, but also just that can basically help Ryan Poles and well, to oversee Ryan Poles and the business operations to this team. So um this is from Bears chairman. Sorry, as my computer, as always, has to act like a fool, as always. Eh, this computer one day, literally. Okay, now greet everybody. Kevin of integrity, respect, and excellence, all of which are values of the Chicago Bears, and welcome his and diverse thought to lead this storied organization. This is Bears chairman George McCaskey said in the statement. He's a proven leader who has many times stepped outside of comfort zone to challenge step quo for unconventional growth and prosperity. In this role, Warren will serve in the primary leadership position of the franchise to help bring the next Super Bowl champion we are desperately needing. Because let's be real, we haven't won a championship in over damn near 30 plus years, about to damn near almost be 40. And hopefully, but yeah, Warren will oversee the general manager, this operation of the club, according to a news release from the team. Polls currently report to the McCaskies and when he was hired as GM last year in January. Also, the thing about the Big Ten, also Big Ten's Council of Presidents and Counselors said in the statement that it will work with Warren during this transitional phase and they will be searching. The Big Ten will be searching for a new commissioner as well. It's so funny. The Bears person now has been told has been well, first day would be on April the 17th. So on April 17th, Mr. Warren will be welcome on an open arms. And here is a quote. Um, he here is what hired as the new CEO and the new president for the Chicago Bears. I am honored and recognize the responsibility bestowed upon me to lead the Chicago Bears during this exciting and pivotal time for the franchise. I look forward to building on the rich tradition that started with George Hallis and carry out and build upon the legacy. This is and I am humbled to next president of the Chicago Bears. I sincerely thank Virginia McCaskey, well, the McCaskey family, um, Ted Phillips, and the search team for the responsibility and trust me to lead the Chicago Bears and in the chat. Let me go from what is up, Jonell? What is up? What is up, Prestige? What is up? What is up, Almighty Finesse? I don't think the Bears are going to. The Bears are not going to give up on Justin Fields. I'm not going to. I'm not the Bear, but I'll explain to this. They're not gonna. They're not gonna draft a QB. Grant, they're going to be a lot of teams that's basically going to be trying to, for us to trade down probably by like a few spots. Um, what is up, Derpy? I hope I said that right with the Dexter's meme. I like that. Let me highlight this comment if my computer doesn't act like a fool. You give you give up on Fields and draft a QB, your franchise is an example of poverty. Your problem is your line and weapons around him, and then your defense is slightly average. Not lying. I mean, if we were to draft a QB, some people say that'd be a challenge to challenge Justin Fields, but that to me is stupid if you do that because yeah, you basically hurt this confidence and you bring in another QB. But like I said, Justin Fields is a beast. So let's just he is him. Okay. He is him. Give us the first overall pick, damn it, we'll give you Sean Payton. Unfortunately, no deal because teams have to call the Saints just to have Sean Payton on their team or to be a head coach. So no, I'm perfectly fine with Matt Eberflus. Sorry. Thanks, Colts, by the way, for letting him go, by the way. And I'll be talking about the Colts here later on here in this stream. But I gotta go. Peace out, cause okay, Prince Sean, appreciate it. Goody wise, your mic cutting in and out every 3 seconds. It's more my computer. It's my computer. Don't worry about that. I would keep Phillips if I was Chicago. It's a waste of a pick and potentially many more if you use it on the quarterback instead of getting more assets. Like I said, the Bears are not getting the quarterback. They're not getting the quarterback. But I can see Ryan Poles tricking a GM into foolishly um give basically the whole enchilada just for us to trade that first round pick, the first overall pick in the draft. So let me continue on with the of of because this is not his. Let me say this: Warren has experience in the NFL, spans of 21 years, and this includes stints with the Rams, Lions, and the Vikings. So he knows the NFC North. I mean the Lions and the Vikings. I mean he spent the 2000 okay, which he worked from 2005 to 2019. He spent two vice president of legal affairs and chief administrator officer before being promoted to Minnesota's chief operating officer in 2015. So I think the Bears also brought him on as well. That helped the Vikings build the U.S. Bank Statement 2016 appeal. So basically, to be honest, though, the Bears also the McCaskies probably also hired him because, as you all know, um, the Bears who are looking to construct a new stadium after being in Soldier Field for damn near over 50 years, um, 50 years, the Bears are trying to aim close to during the first quarter, of 2023. But it's also supposed to be set in a dome stadium. So it's possible that the Bears could get to be, in a dome in the upcoming years. So there's that. Like his resume says it all. Like literally, it says it all. Like, like I'm happy with this move. And also with the Rams, he's also won a Super Bowl with the Rams. He was a part of greatest, the greatest show on turf. So yeah, Bears will be drafting Will Anderson. Hell yeah, they're drafting Will Anderson. Okay, guys, I'm hearing a lot of people saying that. I'm seeing a lot of people saying about the mic. So give me a second. You guys got to remember this computer that I use is very, very old, and no, I do not have the money to get a new one either. So, let me see. I'm about to go on my channel on my phone to see if my mic is okay. So, about to go on my phone to see if my okay. My only thing is okay. Right. Well, I'm just looking at my phone, so my phone is like legit. So, yeah, I'm happy with this move. I mean, I gotta give the Bears credit. You gotta give Chicago straight up credit. They didn't hire anybody that's, inside with the family. I'm surprised that instead of them keeping it all in the family as we know the McCaskies for, they decided to go outside of their comfort zone and get a guy with so experience, not only as an executive, but also a commissioner of a whole entire conference. That's pretty huge. And I think with Kevin, I think you know, obviously the Bears hired him because with the Arlington Heights deal and also the fact of oh sorry, also the fact of the potential, helping Ryan Pace build a championship caliber team. So, you know what? I love this move. I don't know. I love this move. And I wish nothing but the best for Kevin Warren. I think he is the right man for the job. He has experience. And hey, the Bears, shockingly, experience. Experience, y'all. Experience. Never thought I would see the day that they would do that. Now, we got to talk about the first overall pick. Got to thank the Houston Texans. They had one job to do. They had one job to do. Okay, I'm okay. Juice said, but does Fields want to be there? Justin Fields clearly wants to be in Chicago. Juice, I know what you're trying to do, buddy. Your Saints are fucked. We're not here to talk about your Saints. It's bear time now. We're not here to talk about no other team unless I bring up their name. So you're not getting Justin Fields from the Bears. Stop it. But yeah, I remember now I did hear in the press conference from Ryan Poles saying that about the Bears are going to stick with Justin Fields, but what I love from Ryan Poles basically what he's saying that he would have to be blown away for him to literally draft the quarterback with the first overall pick. And there are certain teams, certain teams. I'm going to give you guys the draft order. Some teams that I can see Chicago trading down to trade trade out some teams. Well, let's give you the order. Obviously, Chicago's number one. Number two, the Houston Texans. I don't see the Texans. The Texans are drafting the quarterback. They are drafting the quarterback. Because and then also they got to find a new head coach because I still don't agree. What is up, Steve Speaks? I still didn't agree with the Texans firing Lovey Smith, and we'll be talking about Lovey Smith here here shortly. But yeah, they're not gonna they're getting a quarterback. They're either gonna get CJ or they're just gonna get Bryce. Arizona Cardinals, they're not quarterback heavy. I can see them based on either offensive lineman or a wide receiver. Now, here is one of the teams I can see the Bears trading down, and that is the Indianapolis Colts. Like what is up, Sleeping Angels? Make sure y'all hit that like button. I can see the Bears trading with the Indianapolis Colts because if you live in Indianapolis and heard what Chris Ballard said to the media, basically saying that literally trade heaven and earth, his words, not heaven and earth, to get the first overall pick. So me, I'm saying heaven and earth. You say I can literally see the seeing the Colts. Let me say are they are a completely desperate team. I mean, let's look at it. Their defense is atrocious. I mean, we have 7-year-old quarterback, and quarterback has always been the issue with the Colts ever since Andrew Luck left town. So if Chris Ballard is willing to give up heaven and earth, I can see the Bears saying, hey, okay, if you're willing to make a trade, do this. We'll give you the first overall pick. You give us the fourth, 3 first ranks, DeForest Buckner, and maybe if Ryan Poles is crazy and actually to do this, give us Quint. Like if the Colts are willing to go to heaven and earth to get that first round pick, I can see Chicago saying, "Look, give us 3 future first round picks or 2 future first round picks. You give us DeForest Buckner, who is probably going to be leaving Indianapolis. You can also give us Quentin Nelson. I can literally see the Bears. Literally. Now, personally, I wish we would have drafted or traded up to get Quentin Nelson all those years ago because Quentin Nelson is a need I say freaking more. And like seriously, like because at number 4, the guy I want the Bears to draft, and I think all of you guys know, I would love for the Bears to get Will Anderson Jr. Like if they get him and you get DeForest Buckner and potentially some of the free agents that I want the Bears to get, and we'll talk about that here too. Like I don't know, like a guy like I don't know, Marcus Davenport. So yes, get the players in the draft picks. Yes, Sleeping Angels agree because like the Colts are completely desperate. They are this desperate team, and they have nobody to blame but themselves. But the one thing I will give this about the Colts, they're not getting Derek Carr, so they want somebody young at the helm at quarterback. Hey, and to be honest, the Colts need to be in a rebuild anyway. So that's just me, and I know I'm a little bit frozen here. Um, Give me a second. Am I still frozen? Okay, okay, I'm back. All right, but yeah, the I can see the Colts being one. I can see the Raiders, potential Raiders. I can see the Raiders giving up some of their first round picks for next year, and um maybe maybe we'll say Devontae Adams. I would love for the Bears to trade for Devontae Adams. Why not calling for D? I would in D Hop, but I'm not trading my first round pick for that. I'm sorry. I rather give the Cardinals like a next year's third or next year's fourth. Because here's the thing about DeAndre Hopkins, he's 31, and he has 2 years left on that big contract that he signed, and also like another thing about it is too. I mean, yes, granted, the Bears do need a wide receiver, but like you're to be honest, D Hop only got like at least good like 3 years left. 3 years left. And no, I'm not giving Arizona the first round pick. They I mean, if you want to get rid of D Hop, you're getting a third out of it. You got to get like at least a third or a second is kind of a reach to me, but first is definitely a reach. But yeah, third and fourth, literally, Arizona's not getting first for D. You're getting a second at best. I believe a lot of teams will be desperate. Even think about it, the whole NFC South needs a quarterback. Tennessee, Vegas, Tennessee. But knowing the Bears, that hey, you never know. Or hell, they could actually keep the first overall pick and just draft Will Anderson Jr. there and just keep it moving from there. But like I said, when it comes to this draft, we will get to see in the upcoming months. Because when is the draft? The draft is like what, March, if I'm not mistaken. So hey, anything can happen. And now also got to talk about free agency here. Now we're going to be talking about a little bit of free agency and a little bit of resigning. And the biggest elephant in the room is David Montgomery. The draft is in April. Okay. So what? Wait, something happens in March. It's free agency. Sorry, free agency happens in March. March Madness. Ain't that something? The draft is in April. Okay, thank you. And yes, I will be doing the NFL draft if anybody's asking. and I might be bringing Key in the building back and having Dub on here as well. And we got, like I said, now back to the elephant in the room, which is free agency and re-signing. David Montgomery. A lot of Bears fans, like myself, are potentially worried, potentially scared, and potentially, well, already upset that we could be losing. We could be losing David Montgomery. But I will say Ryan Poles said that he will talk to David on an extension. And I really hope the Bears do extend David Montgomery because let's be real, David Montgomery knows the system. And to be honest, though, I'd rather keep David Montgomery because number one, he knows the system. Number two, he likes Justin Fields. And number three, I would love to have him back. But if you do sign him, I don't know about you guys, but you know what? My boss is a Bears fan. And he told me something that was very, very interesting. And I'm going to share this with you guys. He said if we keep Montgomery, he still wants to find another running back who can basically block for Justin Fields, just like how a tight end would. So he also brought up the fact, and this is one of my big free agent targets too. If he doesn't resign, not Montgomery, if Josh Jacobs doesn't resign, I would love to have Josh Jacobs on the wearing a Chicago Bear uniform. Can you imagine an all around back, can block and can catch and can run? True, but the thing about with Montgomery though, like if you were to keep Montgomery and somehow get, and this is just a pipe dream, but if you could get Josh Jacobs as well. Now imagine if we didn't make that Khalil Mack trade, Montgomery would have been a Raider and Josh Jacobs would have been a Bear. Now imagine if the Bears do get Josh Jacobs. So you got Josh Jacobs, David Montgomery, and Khalil Herbert, and maybe Vallis Jones Jr. has probably been moved down to running back, which also really would be great too. Oh yeah, give me Josh Jacob, man. Why not? We have money. Facts. Monty and Khalil is a great duo. I'm straight on. I'm straight on Josh. But still, if you do get Josh Jacobs, that's a three-headed monster. Try to stop that. You got Josh Jacobs, who's a freaking beast. You got um you got Monty and Khalil as well. So like imagine being a scouter and you're like, well, god damn, we gotta stop all three of these mother fluffers. Bears fans just got to be patient. Future is very bright. Oh, phenomenally, I agree. That's a three-headed demon right there. That's a three-headed demon. Also, I'm gonna say this too. I would probably trade next year's fourth or next year's third. I don't know if Jacksonville is willing to make a trade, but I would love for the Bears to get Zay Jones. I'm not gonna lie, Zay Jones is one of those guys that I would love for the Bears to get, or you could trade it to the Panthers and get DJ Moore. Because let's be real, DJ Moore needs to go on a real team, and I would love for DJ Moore to be a Bear. I would love for that to happen. That means we were trying to be a run heavy team. I'm pretty sure we're going to move away from that. Oh yeah, I mean we are, but at the same time, it wouldn't hurt to have weapons on the running back side. I'm trying to be patient this year. No, that's why I was really upset that I wasn't really upset that we have the first round pick. But yeah, imagine the Bears trying to get Zay Jones or trade to get Zay Jones or trying to trade to get DJ Moore. I mean, there's a lot of free agents here. Another now on the defensive side, I want Marcus Davenport. I do not see the damn Saints. I don't see him staying in New Orleans because New Orleans has become a goddamn clown. It became a goddamn circus. I mean, I want to pay for the O line and draft weapons. Like I said, like Ryan Pace can basically buy the whole line. And matter of fact, since I am on here, like there's a lot of people, a lot of things I would love for us to really discuss. Marcus Davenport, come on, y'all. Marcus Davenport, Will Anderson Jr. Sorry, y'all. I'm keeping myself hydrated. Keeping myself hydrated because you got to get water. Division is wide open side from maybe from Detroit. The Vikings suck. The Packers are dead in the water. Chicago can win the division or at least make the wild card if they play the cards right. That is true. It all really depends on this season. They are the only team with they are the only team, guys, that has over 100 million in cap. Like seriously, in cap. Oh yeah, I'm looking it up here. Roquan Smith is out. I mean, they can also try. You know what? I wouldn't mind this either. Wait, give me a second. Give me a second here. I'm trying to get this. Yep. Give me a second. Like I said, Marcus Davenport is a guy I would love for the Bears to get on the defensive end. Well, let's be real. Roquan Smith is out. I mean, Roquan Smith is out. I mean, there's also been the talk of here. I mean, I could see the Bears also getting some more help in safety, get a little bit of veteranship in safety. You can probably get James Bradbury. You can get James Bradbury, like one of the best corners for the Eagles. I mean, teams will be lining up to pay. If the Bears get Bradbury, that would really help out. That would help out Eddie Jackson, Brisker, and Kyle Gordon. That will really take some of the stress off of them as well. I mean, getting him keep these guys. Orlando Brown is one of them. I mean, if the Bears can get money to spend, I mean, Orlando Brown, I can see them being there. You can also try to make the back find the like ooh, sorry, y'all. Ooh, my voice. Jacoby Myers. I can see him. Jordan Poyer, Evan Ingram, Levante David, Ngakwe, Yannick Ngakwe. You can get him. There's a lot of good free agency here. Alan Lazard. Like imagine getting Alan Lazard. That would really be something. I mean, or you could get Juju Smith Schuster, and I know a lot of people are not really big on Juju, but I would my Bears got Juju. Um Von Bell. Just because we have money don't mean we just throw money this year. Oh yeah, I don't see them throwing money, but you get what I'm saying. I just basically you could get a lot of good people, like a lot of big, not big, get a few sexy names, but you can also build because like I mean, how many picks does the Bears have overall? Don't they have like 8 picks this year? We should, Steve, man. I'm sick and tired of this organization being cheap, my thing. But hey, no more cheapness from the McCaskies. I think they're just basically just gonna be fans like how we are. They're just gonna let Ryan Pace and Kevin Warren run this team as the way it should be. You should no more accountants running day-to-day goddamn football operations. But yeah, I would love for the Bears to get Marcus Davenport. I wouldn't Yannick Ngakwe, James Bradbury. There is a shoot. Evan Ingram, I wouldn't be mad at either. Alan Lazard, oh my god, if the Bears got Alan Lazard, or Juju Smith, I wouldn't mind if they got Juju Smith. But also, they can also find a number one receiver in the draft as well. There's that Hanunjabai kid from Ohio State, and hell, even Justin Fields has even stated that um, he will be recruiting people as well, and also working out over the winter, over the spring, over the summer. That's what a real QB is, and that's what a real QB does. And Justin Fields is our guy. And for all these haters, oh my God, who's that guy on First Take that had not First Take, but the wake up call that had the audacity to say, "Oh, I would trade Justin Fields and get Bryce. Really? Oh, Justin Fields can't throw. Where? Justin Fields can throw. Justin Fields can run. So I don't get this Justin Fields hate all of a sudden. Like, come on, that dude is going to be a beast. Let's be real, Mike. Yeah. That. Come on now. Like, come on. Some of these analysts are just so. Oh my god, how do you sleep at night? Literally, like, what games were you watching? So, like, that pass to Devontae Pettis, the pass to Cole Kmet, his passes with David Montgomery. So, how the hell it kills me? It really, really kills me with the hate with Justin Fields. People saying, "Oh, he can't. Justin Fields can't throw. Justin Fields can't throw." Not to Darnell Mooney and Chase. Hey, don't do that, Prestige. I love Chase Claypool and I love Darnell Mooney. Don't do that. The only problem with Chase and Darnell, they're not number ones. They're literally second to third string at best. So hey, it would be funny if the Bears did have 2 first-round picks, and now really you can get Quentin Johnson off the draft. That can be your number one wideout, or you can basically, like I said, or you could trade to the Raiders, or you could trade to the to get D Hop, or you could trade to get Devontae Adams. Like I said, or hey, you never know. He's our guy. He looked good in every game. Facts. Justin Fields looked good in every game. I still believe he was probably the best quarterback in that draft class. Yeah, granted, was it Mac Jones made it his first, but Mac Jones lost his job to a guy named Zippy or whatever his name is, Bailey, whatever his name is. We beat the Patriots this year. Then there's Jacksonville. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like Trevor Lawrence. Don't get me wrong, Lawrence went insane. He had a good season. I mean, Doug Peterson is more of a reliable and more competent coach. Way better than Urban Meyer. That's for damn sure. But that's just me. I think, well, the best for Lawrence, we have to see what he does in the playoffs. And he has his chance against the Chargers. So we will talk about that. Now we're not going to talk about Zach Wilson. No, he's done. Once Fields cleans up his footwork, it's over. I agree. I mean, to me it goes as follows. Fields, Lawrence, we don't know. I don't know if I could put Trey Lance up there because we haven't seen anything because he got injured. Um, do you put Mac Jones at 3? Yeah, do you put Mac Jones up there at number 3? But yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, Justin Fields to me was the better quarterback. Like, for real, like, I thought the Jets were going to get Justin Fields, and good God, I was happy I was wrong. Mac is starting again next year. So yeah, the third best QB. Trey Lance, we're gonna put him at 4th. Dude, hella red zone turnovers. Lawrence was asked in the beginning of this season. People love to skip that, but like I said, Lawrence, I don't have an issue with Trevor Lawrence. I just think, Jacksonville. To be honest though, Jacksonville, like they did what they had to do in the offseason, and that was to basically get, you know, basically to get a coach that was competent to work out with Trevor Lawrence's strength. Hell, Justin Fields was trying to make, even though I freaking hate Matt Nagy, but shoot, like, Matt Nagy was being a freaking idiot. Hell, and like with Justin Fields, remember, I can't play I gotta keep a spade because when Justin Fields, remember, they try to make him something that he was not, and that was a pocket passer until Luke Getzley basically just said screw it and just say, hey, run. You let Justin be Justin. And Matt Eberflus is also keen to that as well. So hey, I mean, Justin Fields, Justin wish he had the Jacksonville roster. he helped that play for Clemson to a good head coach. Justin makes lemons into lemon. I always said chicken wings, but not lemon wings. You mean lemon pepper wings? But yeah, free agency coming up. And trust me, guys, get ready because I'm gonna be like up. I'm gonna be up a lot when it comes to this Bears team. Like I'm ecstatic. I'm really really ecstatic. Hell, I think Justin wishes he had the Jets. But hey, but like I said, I mean, with Justin Fields though, let's be real. With him having no weapons, him having not really an O line, him not really having all of this. Personally, to be honest with you, it shows like if something was to go down, he at least he knows what he has to do. He thinks on his feet. That's for damn sure. I mean, if he didn't get hurt, he would have broke the damn record. Let's be real. Lawrence had a clean pocket since he was 14 years old. I bet Justin wish he had that. Troy said, "What's my opinion on Kevin Warren?" I love the hire. I love the hiring. They actually hired somebody that's not a McCaskey, and they hired somebody who outside, and they hired African American. Hey, I'm African American. I'm happy. Shoot, we got an African American GM. We got a African American president and CEO. Finally, but hey, Gully, don't even receiving Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore to remember Bryce Hall. He also has a top 3 defense. But what happened this year? I like when it came to it because quarterback is now the big issue now for the Jets. Zach Wilson. I mean, Mike White could be that guy if you guys give him a line, but Mike White, black president, black GM, a black quarterback, bear down. Damn right. Can't say can't say they're racist no more. That's for damn sure. And Steve-O, you've been on this show so many. Oh, well, you have seen this show so many times, and you know how I felt about. I always thought the McCarthys were racist, but hell, nope, nope. Like for real, I'm happy. I'm happy they're bringing diversity in that organization, and I'm so glad that the family is going to be fans. You can own the damn Bears, but just don't be a part of the business aspect. Let the people that you hired do their jobs, and if they suck, God forbid, please, please, Lord, do not let any of them suck. Then it's time for you to be an owner and play hit the road Jack. Okay? That's basically, that's how it is. I mean, we got a new president, we got a new GM. Like it's looking up for the Bears. And now I'm just waiting for free agency at this point. Because the free agency happens, it's a wrap. The McCaskey and the Johnson family changing their ways as owner. It's a miracle. Bears getting D Hop, watch out. I don't want. Let me say this. I don't want D Hop. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love D Hop as a player, but oh, I think if you're gonna get D Hop, you have to get ready to win. And personally, I think the Bears should just keep on building in with themselves, building from within the draft and a little bit of free agency, not getting somebody who's 31 who probably got at least like 3 years left. D Hop wants to win a championship. If D Hop does get traded to Chicago, okay, cool. But to be honest with you, and I know a lot of y'all are gonna say, "Oh, Ghoulie, you're gonna break the freaking league." Can you guys see D Hop going to the damn Chiefs? Not just a receiver, but it really starts with the offensive line. You gotta give Fields offensive line. I mean, Tevin Jenkins, he's good. Cody Whitehair, he's questionable, but I mean, right now, like Tevin Jenkins, if you really look at this season, Tevin Jenkins was probably the best offensive lineman that the Bears have. It was him and somebody else. I can't think of their names right now. but it was two people that basically did their best with Fields, and you can't get mad at that. Tevin Jenkins, I knew Tevin was going to be a beast. I was a little nervous because of his back injuries and whatnot, but hey, he's proven me wrong. Like for real, he was protecting the main one, protecting Fields all season long. So you got 2/5 of an offensive line. If you can build the offensive line, but like I said, center's a big question mark. Right tackle is a question mark. Tackle is a big question mark. So yeah, I mean, Tevin Jenkins is a beast, and I remember everybody was talking about him being traded, and I was like, watch him, basically become a beast, and boom. Also, what I would love to see this season and off season is Cole Kmet getting more catches and getting more touches. Basically, he doesn't have to be Travis Kelsey, but if I was the Bears training staff, I would sit Cole Kmet down and literally watch game film after game film after game film after game film on Travis Kelsey. You don't have to be Travis Kelsey, but we kind of want you to be Travis Kelsey. And hey, I think Cole Kmet is a beast. I think he's earned his extension. What is up, Philly Sports? What is up, Rob? The whole damn line. Pretty much, the Bears can basically build the whole line. They really can. I mean, they could take an offensive lineman in the first overall pick. But like I said, whatever happens in free agency, that's what we're gonna figure out what's gonna happen here in the draft. Like I said, I would love for the Bears to basically finesse the Colts and get Quentin Nelson and DeForest Buckner and that fourth overall pick and give it like the fourth pick in the draft to get the first and multiple firsts from the Colts because I can see the Colts out of every team in this draft, they are going to be the ones that's more desperate. Either them or the Raiders. Those are going to be the main two that's going to be very, very desperate. Hell, the Raiders are so desperate they think they're going to get Tom Brady next year. And I don't think Tom is gonna stay. Tom should have listened to Giselle. I'm just saying, Tom, listen to your wife. Yeah, I'm excited. If you're a Bears fan right now, you're walking on like they walking on cloud nine. Cause like the Colts, literally, I can see the Bears finessing the Colts. If I wake up saying, "Oh, the Bears got DeForest Buckner and Quentin Nelson," do you do you know? And plus, I live in Indianapolis. This whole city will literally lose its whole freaking mind. It would lose its whole freaking mind if that happened. And as you know, EJ will probably be happy that he got the first overall pick. But at the same time, what did it cost you? I know, right? Why would I want to go to Las Vegas for? Shoot, I mean, why would you want my whole thing with the Raiders and just the my whole thing with the Raiders when the whole Derek Carr situation, the Raiders are idiots. I'm sorry. It really all started when they fired McKenzie, and then you brought in the clown, the ass clown, known as John Gruden and his Gruden grinders. You traded away Amari Cooper. You traded away. Oh my god! Like, dude, the Raiders are a complete wreck. They are going to be the dumpster fire for next year. They're going to be a shitball team. Shoot, Arizona can fit right in there with them because Arizona's one of them. Um, you can put Arizona on there. You can put yeah, the Colts, Arizona. You can put the Raiders. Hell, you can put Bronx Country. Let's ride because good God, I can see. Hey, they don't have a first round pick. Their first round pick was what goes to the Seahawks. And if I'm a Denver fan or a Saints fan, I am literally asking for everybody to be fired, especially the Saints, because I don't know why would you get rid of your first round pick. Oh God, Atlanta's not going to draft a QB. Atlanta, I can see them basically getting them a wide receiver. And you could probably put Kyle Pitts damn near in category. Wait, Colts fire Saturday. I see the Colts interviewing Chiefs OC Eric Banana. Oh no. I mean, that would be a good hire for the Colts. Hell, EJ said that he would love Harbaugh to be the head coach. Jesus Christ, no. To me, the Colts need somebody with experience. I can see the Colts trying to make a deal to get Sean Payton there. Now, if Sean Payton comes to Indy, that will help him out a little. ATL needs a quarterback. Jeff Saturday. Unreal. Unfreaking believable. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Mind boggling. Isn't Denver up for him too? Denver doesn't even have a first round pick because they gave it to the Seahawks. The freaking Seahawks have a top 5 pick and they're in the damn playoffs. The Eagles have a top 10 pick and they're in the playoffs thanks to the freaking Saints. Like, my God. I thought when we traded for Khalil Mack, I thought we were insane, but hey, but like I said, when you got the right people in charge to do good moves, good things happen. And looking at our schedule for next year, our schedule is really in the middle. It really all depends on who you get in free agency. Like, I'm not gonna say, oh, out of the blue, oh, this is the team that's gonna win Super. No, Super Bowls were not built in over a year or a decade or like or over a day. And like, yeah, that's just how I feel about it. Okay, I'm gonna stay for a little bit longer and head out and help the show. But I just had to get a lot out of my. Oh, Lovey Smith, we did that. Oh, I'm so glad. This will probably be the last segment here. We're gonna talk about Lovey Smith here for a minute. The Texans fired Lovey Smith, and Lovey Smith, once a bear, always a bear. You helped us out. You went for it, and for the Texans to fire him because they ruined his precious tank. Shame on the day. You know what? Can I get a shame in the chat? Shame Texans. Shame them. Shame. 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 Loving the Bears. Lovey for Bears DC. Here's they're not gonna get rid of Alan Williams. Alan Williams, to be honest though, Alan Williams is not getting fired. I mean, I know a lot of people are probably questioning him and his defensive schemes, but let me say this: my man didn't even got two of his top players, got traded. One to the Eagles, who's barely even playing, and the other, to the Ravens, and just now become the highest paid linebacker in the game. But yeah, they was firing him anyway. That's why he won the game. It just a one and done year. That just irks me. And to be honest though, Lovie Smith is really a damn good coach. But I read something on Facebook saying that he could come back to the Bears organization. I can literally see him being Alan Williams' defensive assistant. I can see him being an assistant, the assistant defensive coordinator, assistant defensive coordinator. If that happens, holy crap. Can you imagine? Like, if I'm Alan Williams right now and you gave me Lovie Smith as my assistant, and Lovie Smith, his schemes, his defensive mind presence, like I'm learning from Lovie Smith. I mean, I with Allen, I don't hate Allen. I don't, because this is his first year, so I'm not going to give him a lot of shit because two of your star players got traded, and I will give him this. I will give him this. He has he made Brisker's a beast. Kyle Gordon's a beast. We know Eddie's a beast. So with the corners, he's doing well. And also Zach Zaborn. That dude is a freaking stud. Thank you, Buffalo. The only thing with this Bears team, though, that needs to be addressed is them not getting the quarterback. Like we were last in sacks and last in pressures this year. And I know a lot of people don't like Allen, but hey, if you're gonna get Lovey Smith back in the hold as an assistant for Allen, that would help. Allen can learn some things. Allen can learn some things from him. And like I said, like you can't. Now, Steve, I understand. I respect your opinion that you don't like Allen. I'm 50-50 with. I'm not gonna give him shit because this is his first year. I was gonna give Luke Gexley some shit, but hey, he opened up his playbook and basically just told Justin Fields, "Hey, you be you. If you can't, don't see something that you right that you like, run as fast as you can. Like make plays." And Justin Fields is basically a playmaking quarterback. You know who else was is a playmaking quarterback in this league? Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, I said it. Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is the beast because he's goddamn Patrick Mahomes. He's the $500 million man. Like, to be honest, he can sling it like Mahomes. Well, throw it. He can run. He's smart with the ball. He's a playmaker, and that's what Justin Fields is. He's a playmaker, just like Mahomes. Now, if you give him an offensive line and give him, time for him to see something, and if he doesn't see something that he doesn't like, he can basically run. So yeah, it's nothing to do with talent. I see him constantly put players out of position. The only reason Jack is so good is because his IQ and instincts. Well, hey, that's player development for you. That's development, and the fact that we got him for dirt cheap, that dude's gonna be a beast from point A to point B, and I am 100% happy with it. But yeah, like with Lovey Smith, I would love for Lovey Smith to come back for the Bears now. If they were to bring Lovey Smith as a defensive coordinator and somebody was that's just raw talent. Yeah, thank you. That's raw talent. But if they were to bring somebody literally, if they were to bring Lovey Smith back as the defensive coordinator, OMG. Oh my God. It would be like, oh my God, the nickels and dime packages. Oh my God, I can see Brisker basically, and I've said this so many times, and I made this comparison. Brisker reminds me of Mike Brown. He reminds me of Mike Brown. And you know how a beast Mike Brown was. Injuries just didn't piled up on him. But yeah, Brisker, he reminds me a lot of Mike Brown. Kyle Gordon reminds me of Jerry Azuma. But yeah, I mean, they run the same system. Lovey will be way better as defensive coordinator. But like I said, we will see when the time comes. I think it sucks that Lovey Smith got fired. I think it's not fair. I think the Texans are idiots for doing that. I mean, now you're in the position where you're about to draft a quarterback, and then you're about to draft a coach on top of it. Like a one and done year. Like that's just unheard of for me, especially for the caliber of Lovey Smith. That's why I hope Lovey Smith. Oh my God, if they get Adam Gase, oh my God, Coach Dante with a freaking fit. I think Lovey wants to be head coach. Yeah, if he head coach, I mean, what team needs a coach? Can you see him going to Arizona? Can you see him going to the Raiders? To be honest, the Raiders need to get rid of Mike Daniels. That's for damn sure. But yeah, I think I've been here for an hour, and work creeps up on me like a damn hawk. So I'm about to end this stream right here. It does after 1 year. Really, Houston, are you really that pissed off at him that he didn't tank for you, or no, that he didn't win the Tank Bowl? I think that's probably the reason why. That's going to do it here for me tonight. I got a lot off my chest on what I wanted to say. We got a new president and a new CEO, and his name is Kevin Warren. And I love the hiring 100%. I think the Bears are in the right direction, going in the right direction, especially the McCaskey families taking the necessary step on not trying to get somebody in the fucking in the freaking family to basically the freaking family to do it. But hey, I'm happy. I'm happy with the Bears right now. Now we gotta wait for March until free agency. And that is where it's going to get very, very interesting. Hopefully they can resign David Montgomery, which I really hope they do, but only time will tell. Until next time, I am Al Gooley. I love each and every one of you. Bear down. I probably will probably either Sunday, probably finish up the regular season on the Madden franchise. Yes, the Madden franchise. I haven't forgot about the Madden franchise, and yeah, so there is that. So if I'm not there over the weekend, then I'll probably make some short videos and crazy that happens. Probably talking about the Chicago Bulls. And yeah, I gotta talk about them once the All-Star break happens. So there is that. So until then, God bless you all, Bear Nation. You all have a wonderful night. Stay safe. Be careful out there because there's a lot of craziness in the world that we live in. And all we can do is just pray and pray and pray on it to make sure everything gets better. Love each and every one of you. I'm out. Bear down. Let's go, baby. Bear down.